I have the brand new AI Filter Cushion Foundation from TIRTIR, the just announced Festive Elegance palette from Dede Signature, the new collection from Kaleidos, some makeup items from the Sephora sale, Salt New York x Henna Louise Poston. So I decided it's time for a testing new makeup video. If you want to hear my first impression thoughts on all these products, then just keep watching. If this happens to be your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on my channel. I'm excited to test out these new makeup products because I've been waiting. Some of them I've had for some time, so it's finally time to transform this face for the holiday season, and I couldn't be more excited to be sitting here with you guys. So if you would like to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell so you're notified every time I post, and without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, so I literally have no makeup on. The only thing on my face right now is my skincare, and it is Sunday morning, and I told my husband, I want to film, is that okay? And so he's watching the kids, but I did just pick this up. I did get the wrong shade, I'm not gonna. So let me tell you the story. I saw Kelly Gooch talk about this being her favorite primer, and I was like, ooh, I never thought of this as a primer. So I was at Sephora one day and I swatched it on the back of my hand. This was after the Sephora sale, and it actually definitely feels more like a serum. It's glowy, so I thought it was more of like a liquid highlighter, but it's actually a serum. Anyway, I wanted the golden shade, and I went into Kohl's to do an Amazon return because I don't know if it's the same where you live, but that's how it is in the place I live in. And there's a Sephora in my Kohl's, so I grabbed this, but my kid, I could not get her one of those like kid cards. So she was running around and I was distracted, and so I bought the wrong shade. I was a little curious though if this color would work for me. I'm still not 100% sure. I did wear this one day already and it seemed fine, but I also did feel like my makeup was a little dark. So let's go ahead and put this on. It does feel really hydrating though, so I really like it, and it definitely has more of a serum feel. It has like a nice watermelon fragrance to it, and in my head I'm comparing it to the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow product, and I think this one I do like. I like the applicator too, that it's a squeezy tube and I don't have to like pump it like the Glow Recipe, but I think they are pretty similar. You guys also know I love supporting Vanessa Myrick, so I'm excited. I'm sure she's gonna have a Black Friday sale, so maybe I'll pick up the right shade. So this is called the Yummy Skin Glow Serum with hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. It retails for $36. There's 3 shades. So Fresh Pressed is a soft pink. We've got Champagne Gold, which is the one I wanted for all skin types. And then Juice Boost is a warm copper brown for all skin types and tones. So yeah, you guys will have to tell me if you notice my shade changing at all. It's a skin-infused radiant priming serum that hydrates, preps, and protects skin for a lit from within glow. I haven't really needed something like this for the summertime, but I've been feeling like my skin is so dry recently. So when I heard Kelly mention it, I was a little bit curious and I did grab that. And so far, I think it's going to be great. While I'm waiting for that to dry, I am going to go ahead and color correct. And I've been watching a lot of TIRTIR on Instagram is where I follow him. And he's a really awesome creator. And I love his whole backstory. And I just love his Instagram tutorials, but he's been teaching me about under eyes and color correcting and how you want to like set your concealer, and I have not been doing my makeup like that, so I started implementing baking or like putting powder between layers of my concealer, and I haven't done it too many times, only like 2 or 3 times. And I think I really like how my makeup looks. He, of course, gets into way more detail of like taking away excess product and things like that. And I definitely don't do that. I'm very much less on that than I probably should be. But I figured, let me try. So I'm not gonna really explain too much, but I will link his Instagram if you guys are curious about that page. And I just really enjoy his makeup tips, and he also does a lot of like brown skin friendly reviews. So I'm just taking this Real Techniques brush and I'm setting the color corrector, and you're just supposed to take a little bit and just put a really thin layer. Okay, and next I want to try out a new foundation. It's this one from TIRTIR, and I saw him actually show this on Instagram, and I was like, oh, that's a different compact. I don't have that color. So of course, like any good YouTuber, I immediately went to Amazon to find this. So this is their AI filter cushion in the shade 33N Macchiato. That's the shade I usually get from TIRTIR. So yeah, I'm super excited to try this one out. You just go ahead and open this little egg, and it's always sealed, and you go ahead and peel it. I'll link my Amazon store down below in case you guys want to shop. I really wish I could get my Amazon going because it's so fun. Like, I love shopping on Amazon because it gives me access to so many things that I can't find in my town. Like, for example, our Party City just closed, so I couldn't find any place to get any of the decorations for my kids' birthday party, so I definitely rely on Amazon for stuff like that, just things that are hard to get. I'm also really excited because we got Christmas lights for our house that we're gonna put up. I'm so into the festive season right now. It's wild. So let me tell you a little bit about this foundation. It is a 72-hour medium to full coverage Korean BB cushion makeup, and it is currently on sale for Black Friday, so it's $15. It's 40% off. A lot of TIRTIR products are on sale for Black Friday. I think Medicube is too. Those are two of my favorite Korean brands that I've found in the last year or so. So it says it has 30 shades, and it gives a semi-matte look, light as a skin tint, covering like BB cream foundation. 72-hour coverage, thin tech powder delivers a thin yet powerful cover. Not a love-hate relationship with TIRTIR stuff because I do feel like genuinely their coverage is so good, and when I put on their foundations, I feel like I'm set for the day. The only thing is sometimes I feel like I'm almost wearing a mask. Like that is like something about their product, but I can always count on their stuff to stay put. So if you're looking for an affordable, really great foundation, honestly, I can't complain about this one. I mean, $15 on sale, that's like drugstore price. So I really, really do like their stuff, and I'm just taking, because I'm such an Asian, I'm taking a little bit off the foil there because I'm not going to waste it. But look, it looks so like flawless. I'm just going to do one side, and then we're going to compare, maybe let it dry a little bit, and then I'm going to do concealer. But I feel like this is a really good shade match for me too, 33N. But I feel like my skin just looks like we airbrushed it, and all I'm doing is just pressing this in to my skin, and it looks like it's drying down. It doesn't look super matte, but it's not looking super dewy either. So I think that this is working out pretty well for me. So here's just my skin with some color corrector, and then this is the side with. And when it dries down, I feel like it just snatches and like stays put. So okay, so let's do the other side now while we're all gathered together. I also saw Laura Lee showed this on her Instagram. So people must just be getting it in PR right now. And I also saw they had blush sticks that they had come out with. I haven't looked yet because I kind of forgot actually. But I want to check because they kind of look like the House Labs ones. Okay, so I think so far my skin looks pretty awesome. I do, of course, love me some concealer. So I'm going to throw on some concealer really quick. I cannot wait to try this Givenchy bronzer. Oh my gosh, it costs an arm and a leg. It better make me age backwards. And I don't think I have any Givenchy really that I've loved in my collection. So I'm excited to try the bronzer. It comes with a little brush. How do I get in here? Okay, interesting. Look at that. So I bought the shade 3. I don't smell anything. So this is the Givenchy Prisme Libre Bronzing Powder for $60. It has 4 shades. A lightweight buildable matte bronzer that blends naturally to blur the appearance of pores and enhance the complexion with a sun-kissed glow. Okay, as much as I want to use the brush that they gave us, I'm going to use my handy dandy bronzer brush. So here's the side with. Here's the side without. I did put on some liquid bronzer because I always do that. This definitely has a little bit of fragrance to it. So that is a $60 bronzer. What do you guys think? Is it worth it? Of course, you guys have been waiting for the eyeshadow portion of this video. Here is the stunning Festive Elegance palette from Dede Signature. When I saw this, I squealed. I texted Dede and I was like, oh my gosh, this palette, this color story is everything. It's like fall, holiday season, everything in a palette. This one is going to be a hit. It's gonna sell out, so if you want it, grab it. I want to show you guys close-ups and swatches. So as you can see, this is a 15 pan palette. We've got 10 mattes, 15 shimmers, and these shimmers are so freaking stunning. They swatched so well, I can't even tell you. So we start with the shade Snowed In, which is a bone-colored, kind of like a, I want to say like a really light butter matte shade. And then we have Emerald Sparkle, which is a green sparkly shadow. Cocoa Wrap is a cool tone brown. Pine Nights is a dark green shadow. Plum Majesty is a plummy purpley brown color. Plum Majesty is a plummy matte shade. Olive Toast is my kind of green. It's a really nice olive green color. Crimson Carol is a sparkly red. Then we have Golden Ember, which is a mustard yellow matte. Tinsel Twist is a shimmery green. It does have more of a green base to it, whereas Emerald Sparkle doesn't really have a base to it. It's more of a sparkly shade, whereas Tinsel Twist is more of a metallic. Holly Flame is a bright red matte. Mysterial is a dark green matte. Gifted Glow is a yellow gold metallic. Candle Smoke is a cool tone, kind of beige matte. The shade Champagne Pop is such a pretty neutral metallic shadow. Oh my gosh, it looks like glass. It's so sparkly and it's so mirrored. It's very much like New Year's Eve vibes. And then Malvine is a dark brown matte shade. So those are my descriptions. I hope you guys enjoyed the swatches. I need to let you know this palette is launching on the 28th at 11 a.m. Central Time. And along with this palette, we do have two really stunning eyeshadow singles launching as well. So if you want to mix and match, you can do that. I feel like I really talked a lot about how brands are really getting into not just launching palettes, but also singles. And these are like ombre sparkly shadows. I haven't swatched them yet. I really am trying to think of the best way to swatch them. Maybe I just go like across the pan. Just gonna go straight down my hand. Oh, are you freaking kidding me right now? Oh. So those are the two sparkly shadows. And I would like to smear them all over my body, of course. Okay, so let me zoom you guys in so we can work on an eye look with this palette. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and never wash my hand again. Okay, I'm gonna start with this shade and I'm going in with this angle brush from Unearthly. I really liked the look I did with the Cosmic Beauty Death palette and I used this brush for that. And I think that I'm gonna do a similar vibe with this eye look as well. So that's kind of where we started. And then I'm going to go into Olive Toast, which might be my favorite color, like ever. It's just like a green olive, but it's still like bright, but it's not like a neon. And it's just like a light green. I really like that kind of olive undertone to it. So pretty. It's going to be all over my lid. I think this might be one of their best color stories that they've ever done. So good. They used to have a palette called, I think it was just like their apple palette, and it was like apple shaped and it had like these greens and reds. But this one is so good. And like kind of reminds me of their Jingle Bell palette that they did, I think 2 years ago. But this is so nice. And with the packaging and everything, they've really like bumped up the elegance factor. So I think they're really killing it. Okay, so I lined my waterline with a green eyeliner that was very similar to this eyeshadow. And I'm just running it from the top into the waterline just because I like how it kind of blends. Okay, I'm probably gonna mess with it some more, but for the lid shade, okay, what should I use for the lid? I think I'm gonna use Tinsel Twist and probably the single shadow too, because I can't not. So we'll see how this goes. We might have to do some fun layering. I'm just grabbing the Sigma brush and I'm gonna start off with Tinsel Twist. Always like to spray my shimmers before I put them on the eyes. I'm just gonna kind of press that in. Oh God, that's so pretty. And then I think I'm just gonna flip the brush over and I'm gonna go into this ombre pan, just kind of run it down the middle. Okay, so we added more sparkle on the eyes. Now I'm gonna go back into this Unearthly brush and I'm just gonna add a little bit more of that green on the outer corner. And I'm just gonna take my little blending brush and bump up the blend. Okay, I think I really love how this is looking. I need to grab a pencil brush and just put on some of that dark green shade on the lower lash line. And I think I'm going to try and pop some of this portion of the split plan as my inner corner shade. So let's do that next. So I'm going to take the little ombre pan right here and go into the lighter portion of the shadow. And I want to give it a nice little spray. And I'm going to pop it right in here. And then I'm just going to go into that green shadow and just kind of run that. Set that eyeliner and just run it up into the outer corner as well. And I'm just going to take my Sigma blending brush and just kind of pounce over that so that the harshness of that line is a little bit diffused. The eye look is done. I'm feeling very festive, and now I want to play with the Hannah Louise Poston blush situation. Okay, so for my blush today, I'm going to use Aniseed from Salt New York and Hannah Louise Poston. And the last time I used Oyster Fig with this brush, so I'm just going to use the same brush. And I feel like I went a little light-handed with Oyster Fig, so I'm going to try and bump up Aniseed a little bit so you can really see it on my skin tone. I don't know how I feel about that Givenchy bronzer. I don't know that it did much for me, and I don't know if the $60 was justified. I have the Dior bronzer, the big one that came out, I think, was it this spring or maybe last fall? And like I really like that bronzer, and that's from like a luxury brand. I have the Chanel cream bronzer from back in the day. I love that one. I don't know that the Givenchy is justifying its price point right now for me. This blush is beautiful. It's a little bit more cool tone than I probably would like with this makeup look, but it was fun to try another shade from her collection. So we'll definitely make sure I'm linking everything I'm talking about down below, especially if you want to support Hannah. She's one of my favorites that I've watched for years, so you guys will have to check it out. And then this, I feel like the whole internet collectively convinced me to buy. This is the BioRadiant Glassy Highlighter Balm from House Labs, and I got it in the shade Glassy Citrine. I think my friend Angie talks nonstop about this, but I did watch a few Sephora recommendations videos, and I saw quite a few people talk about this. And you know who else talked about this? You guys in my comment section were telling me how much you like this formula. So I was like, listen, these people obviously know what they like, and I want to know if they're right about it or wrong about it. Should I just be that person? I can be that person. Let me just tap it on with my... Oh, that's cute. Okay. Pretty. I feel like my bronzer really like stuck to my liquid bronzer, and I feel like it kind of looks a little muddier than I would have liked, so I'm not sure how to feel about that whole situation. So the jury is still out on that, but that's okay. That's why it's called testing new makeup, because we're still learning. We're still growing. I like that this is like a little stick so you can kind of just throw it on, you know? Okay, that's pretty cute. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I know in the intro I told you guys I was going to try some of the Kaleidos lip products, but I've been waiting to try out this Grinch stuff, and I don't know if I'll ever get around to filming a full video with the Grinch stuff. So I'm just going to play with this lip combo. I feel like ColourPop usually has like good Black Friday sales, and they usually include everything. So might as well try some of their lip products. So this is the Grinch lip liner, and it's from one of the sets. This is called Santa Claus Hat. So let's try that out. It's very creamy. It has like a minty, like a chocolate mint flavor to it, and it's so nice. It's so nostalgic and sweet, and this color is pretty, and these lip liners are so creamy, so I'm very happy about that. So I did grab these. These are the Swirl Lip Gloss Kit, and I really want to use the nudie shade, I'm not gonna lie. The one called, ooh, this is so freaking pretty. Fake Reindeer. Are you kidding me? Look at that. It's so cute. Okay, let's try this. Oh my gosh, it feels so hydrating and glossy, and it has like a sweet, like caramely flavor to it, or like a scent. I really think this is so cute. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to play with the rest of these. I'm definitely keeping these. Definitely keeping those. Definitely love how this look is turning out. I'm gonna throw on some mascara, fix this hair. I'll be right back to give you my first impressions on all of this fun makeup I just got to try and show you the full transformation, of course. Okay, friends, here is the finished look. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Christmas threw up all over me, and I couldn't be happier. Busted out my bow earrings. I'm feeling very Christmassy. I'm ready for the holidays. I really wanted to tell you guys before we got into the makeup though, that I had an announcement. I know you guys have been on my journey with me through the immigration process for however long I've had this channel for, basically since I've always been in some kind of status, and now I finally filed to get like my citizenship, and I'm so excited because we actually got a letter saying my oath ceremony is scheduled. So in December I'll finally get to be a citizen, and I'm so excited to vote and all the things. So I just want to let you guys know because I'm feeling the holiday spirit, feeling very celebratory, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I had told you when I was going to take my test and that I was studying, and I had been on like a little hiatus while I was trying to get it together. So it's a really fun full circle moment for me and my family. So thank you to everybody that was, you know, cheering me on through the whole process. Anyway, let's talk makeup now because I'm just in such a good mood. So I really love how everything turned out. I think my one I'm not sure about is definitely the bronzer, but let's just go from the start. So let me know, do you guys think this gave me like a darker tint? I really feel like it just blended right into my skin, but I wanted the champagne shade, so I'm not sure if it matters or not. I could see myself easily using this up throughout the winter time because it's such a nice hydrating feeling, and it's not sticky, and it doesn't like pill, which I love. So I'm not a primer girly, but I wanted to get something for hydration. I had dug through my backup drawer, and like my friend Molly sent me this actually a while ago. So I do have this in my collection, and I found this one from the first ever Creators and Friends I attended in New Orleans. So I have some like hydrating primers already, but I was just very curious about this, and after I swatched it on the back of my hand, I couldn't stop thinking about it, and then I just purchased it. So let me know, have you guys tried this product? What do you think of it so far? I think it's quite lovely and very hydrating on my skin, so I'm going to hold on to that for a while. As far as the TIRTIR foundation goes, honestly really like this. I feel like it doesn't feel as heavy as their Mask Fit foundation. I actually wore it just the other day because I was like, how do I feel about this one? Do I still feel the same way? This is definitely like a full coverage, but this AI foundation, it also feels like it's really nice coverage, but it doesn't feel heavy, and it's really dried down, and I feel like my skin just looks so shiny and glowy. So I'm pretty impressed with this, and the fact that I got this during Black Friday and I got 15% off makes me love it even more, because you guys know I love me a sale. Hey everyone, I'm filming this check-in at almost 10 p.m. So I've had this makeup on for over 12 hours, or if not close to 12 hours. And this is what my face looks like. I feel like I did a lot today. We were outside, we went to a Christmas market. Definitely don't feel like I got 72 hours worth of wear with this foundation. But I think for the most part, like with no touch-ups, it looks pretty good. The eyeshadow held on really well, so I just wanted to give you guys a check-in in this horrible lighting in my living room, just for funsies. I actually have been keeping an eye out for sales this Black Friday, and I already made a Black Friday sales purchase. I grabbed some things from Makeup by Mario, definitely inspired by Aditya. He was talking about the F4 brush, and I was like, wait, do I need that? So I did grab that and some other things I'll show you guys in my November haul. And then I really want to place an order on the Mob Beauty website, and I think they have a sale coming too, so I want to buy some of their stuff. I really want to see if the Courtney Quarantine new quad will be a part of the sale, and then I want to do a testing Mob Beauty video, so we'll see. If you guys have any recommendations from that brand, let me know, because I'm definitely curious about it. And I thought a sale is a great time because their makeup's pretty pricey, so I thought a sale would be a good time to pick it up. But anyway, I really like that foundation so far. Next new product was, I think, the bronzer. So this Givenchy bronzer, I don't know, $60 feels like a lot to me. I'm not a Givenchy person. Like, I feel like some people really like different brands. Like, I have a lot of Gucci makeup because I've had good experiences with the Gucci Beauty line. So I tend to gravitate towards their stuff. Givenchy, I don't really have a special attachment to. And I don't know if I love this tone, so I'll keep you guys posted about that. I think we have another hit on our hands. I think this one is gonna sell out. So if you guys are really into this color story, I would say grab it. I think it's such a cute color story. I really love this for a holiday theme, and I can't wait to play with this red combo. And you can do some beautiful neutral looks. You can always do a green eye look, and this mustard with the green would also look really pretty. I've done that color combo before. You could also pair the mustard with the brown and create a really pretty like yellow gold eye look. So tons of options here. Also, this palette is magnetic, and if you want to get really wild and crazy, you can also get the little ombre pans and create an even more custom palette. So I don't like to mess with my palettes. I like to keep them as is, but I feel like as far as formula goes, it feels great. The shadows feel really nice and metallic and shiny. The matte shadows were so easy to blend. So very, very happy with this palette. I think it's another hit for Dede. So that is launching on the 28th at 11 a.m. Central Time, I believe. And I will, of course, post about it on my Instagram and on my YouTube community tab. I do have a discount code with them. It's KH Makeup. I'm actually filming this video the day before this palette gets announced. And there's another brand that's also showing their palette today. So I'm going to have 2 uploads today. I don't know which one's getting shown first, but please check out my other video as well. I have a feeling that they might get lost in the shuffle because 2 videos in one day is a lot, but I want to get these up because I do have them ready to go for you guys. So make sure you're keeping your eyes peeled for that one as well. But I'm so excited for Dede, and yeah, thank you to you guys for using my codes to support me. It really helps me out, and it's free for you guys to use a code, get a little bit of a discount, and then I make a commission as well. And especially with Black Friday so close, I don't really have like a Black Friday recap video planned. I just feel like it's so overwhelming even to me right now. So I can only imagine with you guys having like family stuff going on and trying to keep up with the sales. But if I see any really good discounts, I'll definitely share. I feel like the sales started last week, honestly. So we're already behind, and I'm hoping I'll have my new makeup releases video tomorrow as well, so we can talk more about that tomorrow, but I'm excited. You guys know I love indie brands, so I can't help myself. I have to chat and chat and chat about them. This ColourPop Grinch collection, I'm so excited to play with. I still have the entire collection. They did send it to me, so I will definitely include it in a multiple palettes, multiple looks video. But I just couldn't wait any longer. I really wanted to break into these glosses. So if you're eyeing this gloss kit or any of their lip liners, these are really great. They also have so many great products. Their blushes are great. They have beautiful bronzers, foundations, such great price points, and then even more discounted. I think I saw their website's like 30% off. So if you've been eyeing anything from ColourPop, or you want to pick, like, this would be such a great gift and such a great stocking stuffer. I really love how beautiful and glossy this is, so I'm very happy with that lip. And then this I'm so excited to keep playing with. Such a nice natural glow, so lightweight, and I love a little stick moment. So you guys saw how easy that was to apply. Very, very happy with this one as well. So yeah, that is it for testing new makeup. I just wanted to show you guys some products that had recently entered my makeup collection, show you guys a holiday look, transform this face a little bit because I've been wearing my pajamas and hanging out with my kids all morning, so I'm ready to go out and do something fun. But yeah, I just wanted to create a look, show you guys some things, give you my first impression thoughts. If you did find this video helpful, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hype this video if you have the chance to do so. And check out some of my other videos if you have some time. If not, I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, friends!